Standing 5 feet 3 inches tall, she weighed in 120.5 pounds. A 17-fight veteran, she brings 13 victories and 4 defeats into the cage. Fighting out of and representing Dublin, Ireland, here is Ash the Bash Daly! Referee Neil Hall in charge.
Neil Hall stands between the two fighters in his professional 120-pound catchweight bout, fought over 3 5-minute rounds. We have Katja Kankaanpaa in the black with white, and we have Aisling Daly all in black.
Wow, Aisling Daly wasting no time whatsoever. Stared at the floor for the entire introductions and then immediately locked eyes, marched across the ring and threw some huge shots at Katja Kankaanpaa.
Firing out the gate is Daly.
Double underhooks now, head position as well. Let's see if she can secure the takedown early, looking to lock the leg up.
I'm going to make my excuses now, Josh. I think instead of tripping over my words, I'm going to refer to both of these ladies by their first names.
I think that's fair, John.
And a nice elbow by Katja. Caught the chin of Ash the Bash.
So Katja pushing up against the cage now. Good wrist control. Dictating the range there. We can see she broke away, gave herself the space to throw, and then immediately closed the distance again. Oh, good takedown.
Ash looks the bigger fighter, but the takedown coming from the wrestler.
Aisling Daly looking to try and keep that collar control. Some upper body tying so she can work that submission gain. Hips out. Looks like the elbow of Kankaanpaa could be out though.
Well, she's forced the knee through as well.
Oh, nice counter work from Katja. Looking to stack the leg and pass off that armbar. Daly's going to have to be forced to guard recover here.
Yes, I think it was wise to go back to her BJJ roots for this contest. Katja, a very good submission wrestler.
Heavy side control here, both knees up. Staying as low as possible. It's going to look to move around to the head of Aisling Daly. What that's going to do is keep her body away from Aisling's right knee. She's going to try and restore guard.
Ash wanted another fight of the night.
You can see how Katja turns that right hip down anytime Aisling tries to turn into her. It's simply just to kill any chance Aisling has of restoring guard as quickly as possible.
Nice variety of strikes from Katja. John Kavanagh, frontman for SBG.
Very solid wide base here from the Finn. It's slow and grinding, but she's really locking Aisling Daly down. She's focusing on short shots, and you can see how every time Daly looks to get on a hip, get some form of movement, she's just being stifled.
Yeah, she's sticking Ash with those elbows. Quite a bit of success with those now.
Again, Katja turning that right hip down, just in defensive mode here. But Neil Hall deeming it's not perhaps enough progression. You always want to see a fighter try and progress to the next dominant position, and that, of course, in the hierarchy of grappling is mount.
Josh,
for Katja here.
Are we seeing a head and arm set up potentially here? Katja seems to really want to put her head on the body side of Ash.
Yeah, possibly, but she's really just trying to keep that underhook there.
Some more on the top.
If she lets the... oh, here we go, moving to north-south. Oh! Interesting Bravo choke coming here.
Well, perhaps that's what she was setting up. And as she talks her body round.
Well, this really is a wrestler's move. Most of her submission wins are by choke.
Oh, and trying to get her hips down to the mat to create some more torque.
Aisling Daly having to gut it out here. I think she's managed to get a frame back, and she's worked her way back to the feet as the Dublin crowd try and spur her on.
Yeah, she's taking a lot of knees, however, Josh.
Yeah, trying to ground herself.
So wow. There was 4 unanswered knees right to the face.
What a fantastic submission attempt from Katja Kankaanpaa.
Well, good escape as well from Ash. She recognised that she was probably going to have to eat some shots for her troubles. but she has freed up now.
Yeah, she didn't move until she needed to, and when she did, she jumped straight. I thought she was moving for a north-south choke, but she knew Daly would try and turn out of it and snuck the arm through as quick as she could.
They battered it out on the ground, and now they're battling it out on the feet. I suspect this is going to get dragged down, as it does.
Oh, fantastic takedown from the Finn.
Yeah, she's very technical, Josh.
Really
You can see that early on. Last 10 seconds. Trains with the likes of Jarkko Latamäki. Not a great deal of training partners for her in Finland, but it doesn't seem to have affected her technical ability. And she's making a very good account of herself on hostile territory.
Yeah, I mean, fantastic first round for Katja. Once she secured that takedown, which I think we're going to see here, Daly pushing forwards.
And there's the elbow.
Katja here just on the single leg, changing the angle.
Yeah, pulling away
And
from
here,
the base.
from this side control position, landing some ground and pound and just biding her time until that submission entry became available. You see that hip movement just to kill the escape. Really, yeah, it's lovely technical work from the Finn.
Yes, I've said before when commentating on women's mixed martial arts, it's almost as if they're proving a point by cinching up the technical nature of their game, and we're really seeing that tonight from the Finn.
Well, Aisling Daly's got herself a bit pumped up in the cage now.
So Katja backing up.
Oh, wild swinging punches from both women here.
Aisling's caught her a couple of times, though.
Pushing forward, double underhooks.
Using the strikes to close the distance.
Now she's felt the wrestling game of Katja here, who immediately reverses the position, is looking for that single.
I wonder how many more times we're going to see Aisling look for those kind of wrestling exchanges.
Daly was doing what she needed to do in putting the leg on the outside of the hip as defense, trying to come over the top with the guillotine grip now.
Katja looks freakishly strong. She's reversing.
She's got a very
every time.
Very stocky build. But clearly wrestling is her pedigree, and Aisling Daly a little too lax with that knee, and Katja almost able to counter-attack.
Yeah, she needs to throw that and bring that knee back as quickly as it goes one way.
Well, Katja threw Aisling Daly around there for a second and used that to change angle, work her way to her back, and she's got her arm looked up. Aisling Daly could be going for a ride here.
Yeah, watch her belly to back. Just prefers to drag it down to the mat.
Really good back control here. She can keep her hands clasped. It's a very strong position. Ash is going to keep her base wide, keep her weight down. She's looking to try and sneak a hand in, get some sort of wrist control.
Did the right thing
Maybe
by pushing down to
here.
break the grip. But all the while, Katja is trying several different ways.
Oh, Ash managed to get the whizzer back in. That's that right arm all the way over the top, and use it to just restore some sort of guard here.
Good controlling work here from Katja. Ash needs to turn the tables here in front of her home supporters as she looks for the leg trip.
Yeah, look for the outside reap. Didn't quite manage to straighten the leg out enough, and it's given Katja a top position here. A lot of head pressure coming in from the Finn. Again, she's got that right whizzer, possibly looking for another choke set up off it.
Punches and elbows from the Finn. Ash doesn't have a lot of defense here.
Well, her right arm is trapped. It's good attacking posture from Katja.
Yeah, very good position here for Katja. A worrying position from Ash, who's done very well to get back to her feet.
Yeah, good post and stand back up from Aisling Daly. Oh, look for the trip and the reversal.
Such a good base from the Finn.
It really is. She almost looked to switch into a lateral drop from Aisling's attempted takedown attempt, but again, that whizzer is so strong. She's going to keep heavy chest pressure.
Watch the knee to the face.
Yeah, accidental knee to the head. as she looked to progress position. She snuck her left knee through now. Let's see if she opts to progress position to a side control or keep it here. It's there if she wants it. Stepping to the back. This is...
Two hooks are pretty much there.
Well, this is a very interesting position. She's earned herself back control now.
Go for the arm.
Looking for an omoplata.
Not often we see that shoulder lock.
Ash has tried to step over the top. Katja's going to bring the weight up. Let's see if she can earn the sweep off it. Very technical scramble, this. Ash
Wonderful stuff here.
Yeah, I thought Ash was looking for a leg for a second. This is a dominant top position for Katja Kankaanpaa.
This is quite some display from Killer Bunny. Really inflicting her game plan onto Ash Daly.
Ash has worked her way back out to her knees, straight back to her feet, and it's good work from the Irish woman.
This is a really illuminating display by Finland's Katja. Good demonstration of technical wrestling combined with the striking. And the clock is ticking down at 25 seconds. And for my reckoning, Katja's well ahead on the scorecards right now.
Yeah, she's controlled mostly throughout. She's been technical in her takedown. She's earned those top positions. She's landed some good short strikes in those positions, and she's seeing the round out as she started it.
What a good uppercuts in those closing seconds. Josh, what would you expect John Kavanagh to be saying to Ash Daly here? Because it's not working, whatever she set out to do.
I think perhaps she's got to take some chances. She's got to really start trying to put the striking together. The wrestling game is really, and as we can see this, as I say, it's really the realm of Katja here as we see some of that top control, some of that aggressive. There was the reversal in the takedown and getting the top position.
Every time that Ash tries to take down, she's getting reversed. She's in good positions to do it as well. I just think she's up against a very high-level grappler.
Yeah, it's not. I don't think it's unfair to say she's probably 2 rounds down now and she needs to pull something out here. Is striking going to be the way to go? Who knows?
Well, Katja Killer Bunny is a student of karate since she was 15. So she has it in all ranges. And this sets up a very exciting third round here at the Helix in Dublin, Ireland. Who's going to cap off a fantastic year?
Good leg kick from Daly. Landed well, some searching punches. Interesting hammer fists.
Daly standing right in front of Katja.
Yeah, who landed a good few shots of her own.
Katja's doing well just to move in circular motions, not going too much in straight lines, which is going to stop Ash from shooting in and pressing this against the fence. This is a very seasoned display from Katja.
Yeah, I mean, she's clearly showing why her 6-0-1 tag is more than justified here. Ash landing another good leg kick, but she's going to need more than a few of those throughout the course of this round to try and pull this fight back.
Ash needs a lot more lateral movement to cut off the cage. She's starting to do it now. Get those angles. Oh, and a head kick.
Well, just
clipped the mouth.
Yeah, just catching with the toes a few more inches, and that could have been night-night for Aisling Daly, but to her credit, she's walked straight through it and pushed the fight back up against the cage here.
Best striking attack of the night, I think, from Katja. And that couples up well with her wrestling.
Ash has got the underhook. Again, looking to pick up the single leg. But we've seen that whizzer is so strong from Katja. Both in the wrestling defense and in top position on the ground. So it's a real fundamental position in freestyle wrestling. And clearly, she spent a lot of time investigating this area of the game.
Yeah, she's a very intelligent individual. I've caught up with some of the interviews that she does with MMA Viking. And I was very interested to see how this fight would play out. I didn't think that it would be quite so single street, though.
Well, Ash earned herself the takedown, but in the scramble got to a bit of a 50-50, and you give a wrestler any kind of space to do that, they're going to turn back to their knees and get straight back to their feet.
Ash Daly needs to call on the strength of her home support here to help her pull something out of the bag as the clock runs down to the 2.5 minute mark. Third and final round. Aisling is very persistent, however, still trying to impose her will in the wrestling exchanges.
Yeah, pinching the leg tight there. We see Katja try and throw. Again, we hear John Kavanagh call for that single leg scoop. She's got the added pressure of not only has she got to put Katja on the ground, she's got to control her on the way down, and then she's got to look probably for a stoppage.
Yeah, and get the position. Unfortunately, she's lost that position, and a climb to the back as Katja looks to get a hook in. Not quite there as Ash manages to get a bit too straight for her.
Yeah, Ash looks like she's trying to get her right arm back.
Ash having problems trying to work out how she's going to impose her game.
I thought we had a 2-on-1 for a second from Katja. Again, the single leg pickup. Just such good base from the Finn.
Very good with the fundamentals. Everything she sees, she counters straight away. As soon as Ash moves a leg, switches a hip, she has an answer for it. Final minutes here in round 3. The crowd sensing the urgency required for Ash Daly to be victorious. And she gets through with a straight right.
She is, but Katja is finding the mark herself with a few of them as Daly comes forward.
A grueling fight for Ash Daly, such grit and determination. No one can question her will and her desire. And she's pausing between these strikes, Josh, which is allowing Katja to fire back. She needs to string a few together.
Yeah, Katja doesn't have to do a whole lot here apart from
Katja's walking forward with some of these strikes as well. They're going to have some weight behind them. Yes. Good knee from Daly. 2 knees. What a fine comeback this would be as we count down the last 10 seconds.
Katja's going to be on a bike here, I feel.
She is, but Daly's closed down the distance.
Well, what a fantastic 3 rounds from both ladies here.
An exhausting 3 rounds. Let's throw it over to the cage. Joe's got the decision.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, after 3 exciting rounds, we go to the scorecards. Judges Cartledge and Sledge have it 30-27. Judge Oglesby 29-28. All 3 for your winner by unanimous decision, and still undefeated, Katja Killer Buddy Kankaanpaa.
A nice show of respect from the fans here. A wonderful victory for Katja Kankaanpaa, and she's now with Josh.
I'm here with our winner, Katja. Katja, very impressive performance from you. What did you think of the fight?
I don't know. It was a tough fight, but I tried to do what our game plan was.
Did you think the wrestling would be the thing that decided it?
Yes. I tried takedown and wrestling. That's my plan.
You're still undefeated, 7-0-1 now. How does it feel to come here to Ireland and beat someone the caliber of Aisling Daly in her home yard?
I'm so happy. Great audience here. Thank you.
Do you want to just say something in Finnish to the people watching back home?
Hyvää uutta vuotta. Tää on niinku paras uusvuosi ikinä.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Katja Kankaanpaa.
I wanna thank my sponsors, Manninen Nutraceuticals, Firetex Finland and Labuan Piristil. And I want to thank my teammates and coaches, and I wanna say Marcelo, big kisses to Brazil.
Ladies and gentlemen.